Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on today's video guys, I'll be sharing with you different uses for different makeup brushes. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So the very first brush I'll be talking about is a Real Techniques brush. You guys, if you're a makeup artist, you need to try and have this brush. Like you just need to get this brush. It's so nice. Like it makes your work so easy for you. I'm trying to make it focus so you guys can see. Look at RT 400. This brush guys is so fluffy that it makes your work so easy. When you're applying your powder with it, it just makes it so smooth and you know it's very nice. Just go and get it. Then this is the MSQ brush from my MSQ brush set. It's a powder brush also. So these are the brush I use for my powder to powder all over the face of my client or my model. So you can see this is a powder brush. The next brush is also from the Real Techniques brush. I usually use this brush to apply foundation on my client's face. So if you have a brush like this, you have this particular brush set, you can use this to apply foundation on your client's face. You get, yeah. Trust me, guys, this brush does the job perfectly. So you can use it as a foundation brush. The next two brushes I'll be showing you is what I usually use to apply my skin prep, namely my vitamin C serum, my sunscreen, my moisturizers, and my primers. I usually use this kind of brush to apply them, so you can also use this for your skin prep to apply every bit of it to your client's or model's face. Now the next brush is this flat brush I use to apply foundation on the face before I blend with my brush on a beauty sponge. You can see how flat it is. Then this next brush is, you can see how slant this brush is. This brush, you guys, is so very fluffy, so fluffy. I usually use this brush to apply my powder contour and my blush. It makes it so easy for me. So if you have this brush, you use to apply your contour and blush. Now this next brush is what I use to um dust off my, it's also from the MSQ as you can see. I usually use this to dust off excess powder, usually a baking powder from my client's face. That's after setting, you can just use this particular brush to dust off those areas. While this next brush, these two brushes are usually what I use to apply my contour, my nose contour. You can see there are two different brushes. One is a little bit fluffy, like this one came with the MSQ set. While the second one, I'm trying to make it focus so you can see it's slant. So you can use either of this round brush or this slant brush to apply your contour as long as it's fluffy to do the job perfectly. I also use this brush to dust that powder the same way I use that MSQ I showed you earlier. So you can use this or the other one to apply your, or to dust off your powder, and you can also use it to apply your glow. The same with the other brush, you can use to apply your glow to your cheek on your face. So this is what I usually use those brushes to do on my makeup routine. Just trying to make it focus. You guys, just be patient with me. I want you to see the particular number. It is, this number focus. Just be patient, you guys. So I think the number that is showing is either 502 or 202. I can't remember, but in case you see a brush like this, you know what it's supposed to be used for. Like I said, you can use to dust out setting powder and also use to apply your setting powder beneath your eyes. So this is a blending brush. While this is a fan brush, I usually use that to just dust out my eyeshadow fallouts and excess powder too. This flat brush is concealer brush. I'm going to show you guys the three brushes I like using for my concealer brush. So you can choose to use either of the three brushes. You can choose to use a round brush, a flat straight brush, or a slant brush, a good brush, something like that. So these are the two brushes I usually use for my concealer application. So just try and think of what, or just try and experiment and see what will work best for you. You can see, yeah. So just try and see what you can use, what works best for you. This is an eyeshadow brush. I usually use this to apply eyeshadow on the part that I want the eyeshadow to really come out big and bold. You understand? At some places you tend to use small brushes. At some places you tend to use bigger brushes. And guys, these are all my lip brushes. I don't just use one or two or three or four. In fact, I have more brushes that I'm just going to drop down that one. It was a mistake. These are the brushes. Some of the brushes I use on my lip application. You can see. Then I have about one, two, three, four, five, six, and I have others that I did not used to um record on in the course of this video. Then this particular brush here, I usually use this as an eyeshadow brush. Most especially when I'm trying to make this focus, yeah, MSQ brush. Like guys, MSQ brush set is so very nice. You can try to get one for yourself. Although it's a bit expensive, but it's worth having if you have the money. You understand? So that's it. Then these are my blending brushes. Guys, if there's anything you should not miss, try and have enough blending brushes. Like you need them as a makeup artist. You need to blend. These are my blending brushes, both ones I use for my transition. I literally just love blending brushes. Like even if I go to the market, I won't stop buying blending brushes. I love blending brushes a lot. You guys can see these are my eyeshadow blending brushes. I also use them to blend out lip lip stain on my lipstick. So this is the transition brush I usually use. You can see, so these are blending brushes. Don't forget, they ought to be very fluffy. They're not fluffy, don't die, don't use them. They are supposed to be very, very fluffy so that it will be very easy for you to use while applying your eyeshadow. You understand? And this small brush is very small, but it's very, very significant. You can see it slants. This is a brush I use for um liner gels. Trying to make it focus, you guys. Just be patient with me. It's an MSQ brush. Came with the set. I think there are about 11. Yeah, 11 brushes that came with the set. You can see how beautiful and how small it's looking. Can you see how small it's looking? So this brush makes applying your brow gel liner very easy. Like you also apply it on your brows, your eyebrow to make it very easy for you. And also you can use to mark out your cat eyes, yeah, to make it very, very sharp, very precise, and very, very beautiful. So guys, how to use your makeup brushes. If you have any question, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. See you at my next video. I love you guys so much, and please don't forget to subscribe, share this video. Bye.